Hey guys, it's Hot Wheels Tournaments, and today I'm doing an informational video on how to pick a fast Hot Wheels car. This was a subject Door Diecast on Instagram suggested, so go give him a follow. So Door Diecast, he gave me this idea. So how to pick a fast Hot Wheels car. There are quite a few things I look for in picking a fast Hot Wheels car. Of course, if you're looking for something that's going to be reliably fast a lot, you're always going to pick up a faster than ever car. So these are the Series 2 cars released in 2012 and 2010. They have these wheels, but one thing you need to look for is they got to have the bronze outlines. So faster than ever cars are always a good choice when looking for a faster car. But there are things you can do to find a faster Hot Wheels car, and the first thing I would look for is a lifted car, meaning the wheels, the base of the car is pretty high off the ground. Here are some great examples, the Ford F-150. What this does is when the car is coming down the track, let's say it's coming downhill like this, sometimes the front end is going to hit first, and that's going to cause a stall. I'll use a flatter car. So here's Vulture. You see, he's coming down. This is going to drag and slow the car down. But with a lifted car, that doesn't tend to happen as much because the base is high off the ground and the wheels are given more room. So that is definitely something I would look for. The higher the car base is off the ground, usually the better. Don't make it too far off the ground. The second thing I would look for is the wheels, here's Rockstar, placed towards the front and back of the car. So they're not placed too far to the inside, because sometimes that really does affect the car. Because that way what we're doing is also if there's a longer fronter end, like here you can see it definitely with the Combi, got a long front end. That car's going to be coming down, and that front end, that's going to hit first. Plus, he's got a longer back end, so when this comes, but this is still up, the back end is going to drag too. So, make sure the wheels are placed towards the front and back of the cars and not more towards the middle. That is something I would also look for. Here's another good example. The wheels on this Civic, it's pretty low. And it's, you can see it comes out a little. The Civic is not going to be a great track car. But Rockstar, he's a perfect example. His wheels are to the front and back, and his base is up. Rockstar is definitely a great choice. Another thing, I like open-wheeled cars. Open-wheel cars tend to be very successful on the track. For one of the reasons is if you look, this happened to Sling Crazy 8s. Right, wrong side. But with open wheel cars, if the axle comes out, that means this back wheel, look, it's come up and it's now rubbing against the plastic, which is causing a lot of friction that slows the car down. Whereas with open wheels, that doesn't really happen because there's nothing for this to come up against. So open-wheeled cars are always a great choice. So now I'm going to show you a couple cars that you've seen in tournaments that have been successful on the track, and I'm going to show you why. First up, we got Nitrium. Now, why is Nitrium successful on the track? His front wheel is placed towards the front of the car. He's not lifted, but that front wheel gives no time for when it's coming down for that front end to rub. It can't rub at all. So that's part of the reason Nitrium has been so successful. Here we have the AAR CUDA. Now this one's a little harder because there definitely is a front end. And the thing I can figure is it's just high enough off the ground that when it comes in, that there's limited friction. So he's just high enough off the ground, as you can see, to get him some speed. Here's a faster than ever car. This car, well, it's got nickel-plated axles. Those make your car very fast. So if you want to customize your car and make it fast, use nickel-plated axles. Those will be very successful on the track. Another thing you want to avoid when picking cars is longer cars. Because longer cars, well, if you look, if it's coming down, all of a sudden, this might drag on the bottom a bit. So long cars are definitely something to avoid. Another thing I want to touch on, since a car says great to track on the package, doesn't mean it's great for downhill tracks. That means it's great for loops, but that's great for like loops and trick tracks, not necessarily for downhill. Another thing I do not want to, if I'm picking a car, is I'm not looking for cars with significant wheel differences. So you can see here, Walter, look at the front wheel compared to that back wheel. Okay? Here's the Honda Racer. Look at the front wheel compared to the back wheel. Okay? Who else do we have? We have Jester. Again, noticeable size difference. RDO 2, noticeable size difference. So avoid the significant ratios in front to back wheels, and in general, I try to avoid super big wheels on a car. So when I look for in a car, Faster Than Ever's, always reliable, a great choice. Lifted cars do very well on tracks. Okay? The wheels are towards the front and back of the car and not towards the middle. Okay? Open-wheeled cars, because the car is less likely to get damaged and be forced to slow down. What to avoid in cars? Cars low to the ground will not be very successful. Cars with longer fronts or wheels towards the middle. Okay? Cars with bad wheel ratios, okay? So that's what I would look for when selecting a faster Hot Wheels car. Thanks for watching. I'll be showing a video on how to build a team of racers, okay? Team of cars to race if you do that at your local club. So thank you for watching.